Welcome friends to the next episode of my JGBS story. I welcome you all once again, and today I would like to introduce you all to Aadhya Goel, who is from the class of 2023 of BBA Honours Business Analytics program. Welcome Aadhya to this podcast of my JGBS story. So just to give you a brief, my JGBS story is something, as the name says, my story at JGBS.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will be discussing with you about your life at OP Jindal Global University, something which is unknown to us, which may be very meaningful and insightful for the students who are aspiring to join this particular university. More about the program, because I believe choosing a course is not an easy decision for a student who is just passing out class 12. Let me tell everybody, Aadhya belongs to a city of Amritsar. She is an alumni of Welham Girls School, Dehradun, and what more?
I'm 19 and I don't know a lot about myself yet because I'm in the middle of exploring, and I feel that JGU at least is really helping me in different aspects of my life because it's a very diverse platform altogether. We have a lot of people from a lot of different states and different criteria of life. Like, you know, some people will be like from a different, even in terms of family background, people are really diverse, and most of them have different outlooks to life, which is a very important thing when it comes to like college, is what I feel.
Okay.
So, you know, it's like a mini exposure before the world.
You studied at a residential school in Dehradun.
Yeah.
For how many years you were at Welham Girls?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So how did you landed at the campus OP Jindal University?
Initially, I was considering a residential college, but I was not very keen on it because I had been in a residential school for 7 years altogether, and I just wanted to like explore cities on my own will, etc. Because it's like technically still confined, 4 walls again. But
confined, the word over here needs to be, you know, noted. She says it is a 4 wall and it is confined. Continue.
But the thing is that I didn't really research at that point. It was just a brief from my alumni. Like, I have other seniors here, but like I talked to them before even like applying for this university, and they told me it's not really confined as my old school because we get unlimited amount of gate pass. Whenever we want to go, we can go, but the safety is not compromised, which is a very good plus point.
Okay.
Because supposedly, okay, there are food courts, there are around 20-30 food joints.
20-30 food joints.
Yeah, to eat here. And most of them are very conveniently placed at a very good point of access for the students. But there are times you want to like leave the university and go for a little exposure or outing per se. So we do tend to eat out like at joints like Yellow Box or De Jour, which is like 5 minutes away from the university. You just go out for a mini outing with your friends, lunch outing per se.
And do you need any kind of a permission to move out?
Yes, we need, we send a gate pass request to our parents, to which they have to approve. And it's like the parents are aware basically from what duration, what purpose, why is the student going out, and they're duly informed. So and in campus, it's very safe.
Okay.
As a girl is what I suggest.
So you are pursuing BBA Honours Business Analytics. Yeah. Let me ask you something about how did this word business analytics came into your life, and what inspired you to think of doing BBA Honours specializing in business analytics?
I had applied to other universities, one of them being Narsi Munji, in which I
That's
got...
not a new name to me, because I personally feel every student applies to at least 5-6 different colleges. And I believe so would be you
I applied
also.
to most private and only DU being the government.
Okay, you applied to DU as well.
But DU was not really a very good option for me, because I feel that after my residential school, I would want as a continuation rather than, you know, somewhere I just need to like go attend colleges for the sake of it.
Okay, coming back. Why BBA Honours Business Analytics?
Business analytics, because I mean business analytics is specialization, not just a BBA honors degree. and it'll help me delve into aspects of business otherwise BBA honors won't, like the technical aspects, which I feel is very important in jobs nowadays. So if I have to talk about it in detail, I'll talk about the subjects I had in my first semester itself. I was taught math. I was even taught like mathematics for managers. I was taught Excel. First thing first, entering this college.
Excel.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was even taught R, which is the computer language.
Okay, R.
Yeah, so I feel these three are the trending languages that are going on in jobs. So that really encouraged me to go further in the field of business analytics, because we even get an option here. First month of entry, we can change our courses, and law being a specialty of Jindal is obviously an appealing course, but I continue to further pursue business analytics because it's a very specialized stream.
Tell me something more about your class profile, about the students, and which help me in understanding what kind of students do come over here in terms of the geography or their academic profile.
So my class is not really north based as people expect it to be. There are people from the east. I have a friend from Sikkim.
Sikkim?
Yes, Sikkim. I know people from my own state. I also know 1-2 people from Jammu, and most of them from being south, like around 5-6 people are from south, Hyderabad mostly.
Okay.
So it's very diverse. My own roommate is from Kolkata, so you can see the geographical profile. I have a lot of friends from Guwahati also, so it's
that's good to know.
Very diverse.
And what so people always, I have been hearing it from students and parents, and of course from the faculty as well, that in order to pursue a career in analytics, you need to have a command on a subject which is called as mathematics.
Yes.
And since you already have been pursuing this program for 1 year now, please let us know how important is the role of mathematics in this particular specialization.
So basically, we had mathematics for managers in the first semester. So it's a very nicely, thoroughly designed curriculum. So they start with the base. I had commerce with maths in my 11th and 12th, which really helped me because I already had a foundation of the whole course itself, because mathematics for managers was my 11th and 12th mix. So they are just, honing your base further for stats. So in the first year, second semester, I had statistics for managers, which went a little tougher and deeper on me. And this semester, I have advanced statistics, which is taught by my ex-associate dean. But she, the way she teaches is very, very, very experienced and professional, because she knows what she's doing.
You took a word, it goes a next level.
Yeah.
So let's say if I am a student, if I am not able to understand things in the class, how do the students cope up? Are there any kind of extra assistance being provided?
Yes.
Or how is the ecosystem inside the class for a student?
It's very student friendly.
It's
very
student
friendly.
Okay. Can you elaborate a bit?
So basically, not everyone in the class is the same academically. There are people who are very at the top. There are people who can't cope up with class. And that is a factor, or you can say a cause, because everyone's from different backgrounds. Now, if I have to talk about the additional coping sessions, so supposedly I don't get this particular lecture. So I can request my professor for an office hour, which is I'll get one-on-one session with her, in which she'll clarify my doubts. Okay. And in case the whole class has a certain doubt, so you can't really have a small session altogether. So you get to request for a ALS, which is an additional learning session.
Come again?
In which additional learning session.
ALS.
Yes, ALS.
Okay.
In which this professor, not only from it can be some other BBA general professor or something, because we have courses in common with them. Because it's a BBA degree but specializing, so we have different courses and same courses as them. So those professors also might teach. It just depends which professor can teach this subject better, though all of them are very good at it.
Your most likable professor of first year of your tenure?
First year, I think it was Mr. Awais Nazir.
Okay.
Because he's a very, very, very qualified professor, which I got surprisingly. I didn't expect to get such a qualified professor in my first semester.
Okay, I thought you might probably say I was not expecting such qualified professors here.
No, not that. I researched about the professors here, and so as we know that all of us use LinkedIn nowadays, right? So I did search up some professors, so I just searched up BBA faculty in Jindal, and I got some professor names. So there were degrees under their thing, like the qualifications were there. But I just wanted to go a little deeper. So I searched up 2-3 professors and I realized, okay, they have experience. They can help me pursue things further. And, I feel their experience, their connections can help me secure internships here easily.
So you have already now completed your first year of study, right? How's life outside classroom?
It's very entertaining and diverse.
Entertaining.
More
Friends,
entertaining.
let us now explore a bit more about what does entertainment mean as per Aadhya. Yes.
So there are extracurriculars and sports. So the extracurriculars include debating, art, marketing clubs, finance clubs, entrepreneurship clubs, anything. Like, it's very, very diverse. If you specialize in a specific thing, you can start your own club here. And the clubs are mostly very active, which was a very surprising thing.
Okay.
Because in most colleges, the clubs are not active. They're just clubs for the name of it. So it's up to you whether you want to be like an active club member or not.
How many clubs you have been participating or you have been a member until now?
I am just a permanent member of the Fine Arts and Literary Club.
Fine Arts and Literary
Club, because
Okay.
I was into poems and art in my old school also.
Okay.
So I just decided to continue it permanently. Then off and on I try English debating because it was a field in my old school. So it's just
Debating.
an off and on thing. Yeah.
Okay.
English debating. For sports are also a lot of options. You have badminton, tennis, hockey, football, basketball,
Hockey.
lawn tennis. Yes.
And generally I'm not gender biased, but I have seen mostly males in the hockey. So you are saying hockey. How is the scenario over here?
So I play hockey myself. I'm part of the women's team and the college team. The thing is that there are a lot of female players, but the amount that are there, we play with the male. Okay, and they're very, very, very supportive and cooperative throughout. We have a different coach for us, like the male teacher, the coach. He only coaches us, but he pays special attention to us because the thing is that male body requirements and female body requirements are different, no matter what anyone says. So he trains us a little differently. That is to our benefit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you mentioned that you get active support from the male students also to promote it among the females.
Yes.
That's good to hear, Aadhya. And
we'll probably play the J League this time. That is upcoming.
J League. What is
with the
now
women.
J League?
It's a Jindal League. So all the sports have like leagues going on, in which so in Jindal we have teams, our own teams. Like in hockey we have certain teams, like you can talk about Slytherins, or I am a part of the ex-captain's team, which is a very old team.
Okay.
So you have auctions and stuff here. It's a very different procedure altogether. But I think one of the best teams in hockey currently are Royal Bulls and my team.
Okay. So, we have covered about sports, we have covered about a bit of academics, you have told about your professor. Next important factor in the life of a student, particularly in a fully residential campus, is food. Tell us something about the food or the mess facilities which you get at JGU campus. And how happy are you with it or not?
Okay, so if I have to rate it on a scale of 1 to 5, I think I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5 is a quite decent grade you are giving.
Decent, yeah, because we get Indian, like North Indian, we get South Indian, we get Chinese, and we'll get a little bit of something else also. Like supposingly there was this one, today's lunch I'll talk about. So you get curd, you get salads, 2 different types of salads. Then you get a little sweet thing like an Indian sweet. You can talk about bundi, like the meathi bundi. Then you'll get Indian food, which always includes dal, like any dal. It can be yellow or green, any dal. Then you'll get some paneer or aloo ka sabji for sure.
You get this much of variety.
Rice. Yes, then you'll get sambar and stuff for South Indians. And you'll get even Chinese. Like today we got nachos and salsa. Sometimes we'll even get hummus and falafel. So it just depends. And there's always soup.
That's quite interesting to know because, when I passed out and when I was living the life of a student, I always used to crave for one thing, and that was food. And after every 1 week, or not 1 week rather, should say a month, we used to change our tiffin wali auntie. And I tell you, after 1 week, every time we used to say, the food which we were getting in the last time was better. But I'm happy. So now the next thing, it ever happened that you or anybody would have got ill and you would have to reach out to the health facilities within the university?
That was the prime factor why I came here. In Jindal, if I'm sick, I can just call up the health center and there'll be an ambulance downstairs, like below my student housing, in 5 minutes max to max. So, which is very convenient and good.
Okay, so you mean to say the health support facilities are pretty decent and you are very happy with it. And I believe for your parents also, this would be one of the
most was a very appealing thing for
appealing factor. So coming to Jindal, was your decision or was it your family decision?
It was a mix because Jindal is a balance. Okay, so business analytics was very, very appealing because it's a very technicalized, specialized degree that Jindal was providing, and it's not too far from my house. I'm from Amritsar. Haryana is a neighboring state.
Okay.
So it's like 6.5, 7 hours away. So I can like go back on weekends, but not every weekend. So I prefer the long weekends to go back home. And Jindal campus provides me too many facilities to look away from it conveniently. Like I have my extracurriculars ongoing, I have my sports, then my academics. And the academics is very well planned for us. Like I do not feel that, I'm being challenged 24/7 or something. It's challenging, but it's not pressurizing. I can do other things meanwhile. Like supposingly I want to continue with my CAT studies. I can do it in the semester also.
Okay. Now let's move a bit ahead. Your favorite teacher?
It was Mr. Owais Nazir in the first year.
Okay. One teacher whose class you used to think, oh, I have to attend it again. Maybe if you want to share or not. Not
that
a compulsion.
Is not.
You cannot name the teacher, but of course you can tell the subject.
I think not the subject. All subjects are different and interesting, but I think it would be different. Like supposingly currently I might be finding one class teacher boring because it's a very boring thing going on in the class. The topic or the subject in class is very boring currently. So I find her class boring. Aaye jana padega. Why?
Okay. What time you usually go to sleep?
So in Jindal, actually the sports are not really like 4 or 5 p.m. which people would expect. It's actually around 7 or 8 because our lectures also go on till quite late. It's different. The schedule is different for everyone.
My question is still unanswered. What time you go for sleeping?
I go around 12, 1.
12 or 1. How strict is the attendance policy?
For at least my school, it's 75% attendance that you need to be there and 55 is physically present. 20% is the medical or the on duties that if you're sick, the university or the college, like my school, understands that you're sick. And if you're male, like your leave was really genuine, they'll approve it. And you'll get like a medical leave for that day. So you can still give the end term examinations.
Your favorite hanging spot in the campus?
My favorite hanging spot, food truck.
I think we have covered a lot about life of Aadhya through this My JGBS story, because this is the first episode we are doing for a student who comes from BBA Honours Business Analytics. Aadhya, few things which you would like to tell our audience who might be aspiring to join Jindal about the program or the university, certain do's and don'ts. Anything which you feel the students should know about this course or the university?
For my course, you don't need to worry because the faculty is really nice. At least the ones I've gotten so far. I don't know about the future.
Okay.
They're very understanding. And for the university, since it's a whole lot of chunk of things rather than, it's not even a lot, it's a very big chunk. There's too much going, you don't even know what's going on right now on the campus. 10 different things are going on. And everyone has a different life here. Like some might find it like not very academically oriented, more extracurriculars. So I feel like you should have an open perspective to everything here. Like, don't constrict yourself to things like, okay, I came here for just academics. You can go for extracurricular sports, anything. You might not want to go for them, but after seeing people here live or have a good time, you might want to even try them out. There's no harm in trying your hand out at things.
Anything else? If I am a student aspiring to join BBA Honors Business Analytics next year in 2025, what should I do to connect with the campus or to connect with the course? As a senior, what is your advice?
I feel that you need to at least have a grasp of the things you're going to study, like basic information or knowledge in commerce, because it is seldom known. Like, even if I talk about BBA general, there are people that are accepted from even science backgrounds.
Okay.
They do find it tough to cope up because, see, in commerce we studied things for 2 years. Like, we've studied accounts for 2 years, but how can they do it in 4 months? That is 1 semester. How could you cope that up?
So now if I am a student, if I need to contact you, how can I get in touch with you?
My official Jindal mail, which is 23 JGBS.
And are you on LinkedIn where I can check you?
Yes, you can just search up my name, you'll get it.
Okay. It was a pleasure talking to you, Aadhya, and welcome to this episode of My JGBS Story. And I'm pretty sure with this, any student who is aspiring to opt for BBA Honors Business Analytics, she's the right person. Don't leave her. Try to get as much as possible, and I'm pretty sure that you will end up having a good information about the program, about the curriculum and life inside and outside the classroom. Thank you, friends, for watching us live today and in future. Just remember that research is very, very important. You all are investing 4 years of your life after class 12.
Crucial point.
It is very important. You should not feel, oh, what I have done now. Look for the curriculum. That is what she has mentioned.
And don't regret anything. Just move forward in life. It's too late to regret anything, because if you start regretting, you keep looking back. Just move forward. How to fix it? That's the approach you should have.
That's a very important point. Move forward. You cannot go back.
Don't look back.
Move forward, and you have people like her. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we will soon come up with our next episode of My JGBS Story. A new face, a new student from a different program who will be sharing their journey, their experiences to help you plan better. Thank you. Bye. Take care.